you're new, welcome. And if you're back, welcome back. I am your designer bestie, Michi. And today we're going to be talking about the top fashion trends taking over winter 2026. I'm going to make sure you don't miss this part of the fashion zeitgeist. We're going to be chatting about everything you need to know and how to wear them. Also, if you're new, welcome to our little corner of the internet. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell to make sure that you see all of our future videos talking about all things style. And while you're at it, maybe like and comment. Okay, let's jump into the video. Here's one I am absolutely obsessed with, and I think I always have been and always will be, and that is head to toe brown. Make sure when you're tackling this trend that you do mix textures. So think wool, suede, leather, fringe, and accessories are really important with this one. It adds so much to your entire outfit. And then just sliding right into another trend that I was going to talk about a little bit later, but it really goes so well with this one is, of course, brown tights. To me, this easily replaces the long-standing place that black stockings have had in the retail space, and it's time for them to make some room and swap it out for brown tights. Here's one I can even admit I really wasn't ready to jump on board with until I really saw those street style influencers showing us how it's done. I am now a convert. I see how flexible it can be within your wardrobe, and I also see how there are so many different ways that you can wear it to reflect your style. It doesn't just fall within the trench coat look. It also can be done cropped. It can be in a leather. It can be in a suede, it can be in a bright color. And I gotta say, although I fought this one a little bit, that it would be wrong of me not to include it because it is such a major trend this winter 2026. So the funnel neck jacket and coat can be worn in so many different ways, but think about it long over a sheer skirt, think slightly cropped at the waist with a beautiful classic trouser, or even for the more daring of us, a mini skirt. Next, pattern jackets. So whether it's a tweed, it's a leather, it's a faux fur, it's a wool, it's a puffer, a statement pattern coat or jacket is a really great way to have a single iconic piece that makes every outfit. Now, if you're like me and you love pattern, but you don't necessarily want it in your largest piece, and especially one that you would be wearing every single day, then I'd recommend going with more neutral, but maybe something with a cool texture, even just like a suede like what I'm wearing right now, and leave the pattern for a skirt, a great pant, or better yet, something that I would definitely wear, which is a great colorful or patterned scarf and a bag. One pattern that's definitely dominating this winter is polka dots. This is one that actually, I think starting this summer, I was sharing with one of my fashion girly best friends that I've always been so hesitant. I've never felt like I could make a polka dot work. It always felt so hyper feminine and didn't have enough of the balance for me. But lately, I've been seeing such good options. I really think there is a little bit for everyone now when it comes to the polka dot trend. It doesn't just have this like 50s hyper feminine look to it. So here's some inspo that I found that I hope inspires you too to maybe give polka dots a try. Polka dots are definitely one that was unexpected for me, but it's undeniable that it's the print of the season. Next, we're talking suede. Suede is the new velvet as far as I'm concerned when it comes to the holidays. It's more chic, and as far as I'm concerned, it's more comfortable. One way we are already seeing suede, but we're going to see much more of in the winter, is in tote bags. It's so beautiful, especially when paired with a little bit of hardware on the bag. I just think it looks so gorgeous, luxurious. And I can't help but say this is one of those trends. There's a few of them that I can see coming in and out, like the funnel neck and the polka dots. But to me, suede clothing and these totes are timeless. And I think you can consider them a staple in your wardrobe for years and years to come. Ooh, this one is for the fashion girlies for sure because it's a little bit, I feel like, not in everyone's comfort zone. A wool or knit headscarf. I don't live anywhere cold enough right now, so it doesn't really make sense for me. I think people would be giving me a weird look, but I can't help but love it. I think it's so cool. I feel like it's the Saint-Tropez accessory, but make it winter. And I love the choreography of it all, just thinking about taking it down from your head to your shoulders, entering the coffee shop. I just love it so much. And I hope you all get a little inspired to try this out. You can definitely decide to try it with a bright red color, which I'm a super fan of because I wear so many neutrals and bringing in a pop of color like this is always so much fun. But I also love it in this monochrome way where you could have it almost like match this jacket, but definitely in another material and just bring it from your head down to your shoulders is so chic. Now let's talk bright, colorful accessories. So I'm looking at some on my computer now, but when it comes to a winter wardrobe, you tend to have a lot of staple pieces, so there's a lot of repetition, and having some bright, colorful accessories to really mix it up and add some energy to your outfits is so much fun. I especially love all the street style I'm seeing where they're matching their berets and different beanies to their bags or their belts. It just adds so much. And if you don't necessarily want to match your hat to your bag and you just want to have some fun with a headpiece or with a scarf, I really recommend going with something that has a really bold pattern to just keep it interesting and cool and something that you want to grab in your closet that gets you excited to get dressed in the morning. And also, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely gonna give you compliments, and I don't know who doesn't like a compliment on their outfit. This is one that I know all of our grandmothers and abuelas have been waiting all of their lives for, which is the revival of the brooch. I remember my abuela in her closet having almost like a shoe, what are they called? Like shoe caddies or something where you have it all hung up in your closet. And instead she had one of those for all of her brooches. And I remember being little and going in her closet and looking at all of them. And as I got older, I didn't think of them as something that was chic and cool or just shiny and pretty like I did when I was little. I definitely turned on them and thought, yuck, this is outdated and kind of corny. But I've turned a new leaf. I absolutely love it. I've seen so many ways that brooches are used, and it's unexpected. It's not the way our grandmothers and abuelas used them, just sitting right on top of their tops, usually on their chest. Instead, I'm seeing them like this on a pant leg, maybe adding a little something to an otherwise basic sweater, or even pinned onto a beret or a hat. It's just this new accessory that unlocks so many possibilities, and I am definitely excited to rush to my local vintage antique store and see what I can find. The sun's going down on us a little bit, but we are going to persist on this video. Here's one that only the most fashionable of fashion girls and femme people will be wearing, and that is the lace skirt. We first really saw this coming out on the streets of Copenhagen Fashion Week, and I immediately loved it and bought into it. I literally have my lace skirt upstairs, and just imagining wearing this beautiful suede jacket with a lace skirt underneath, and if you want to, depending on your weather, wearing a midi silk skirt under that, or if you want to, wearing a full trouser under it. That's definitely the way I was seeing a lot of fashion girlies wearing it in Copenhagen, was over pants. And I know that gives a lot of us millennials some PTSD, but these skirts are just too good. I think this is one of the trends in fashion that if you want to embrace, you just have to have fun and not overthink it. This is one that's definitely on my winter wish list, and that is a leather mule. When I have a block heel, I need it to be an interesting one, or else what am I even doing? So here are some options that I found that I really love. They're inspiring me, and I hope to find the right one for myself. But I feel like this is a good way to stay comfortable during the workday, especially if you go for a lower heel option or even a platform, and leave your cloth mules for the morning or just keep them at home. Last but not least, we have one of my favorites, and one that no matter who wears it, you will look iconically gorgeous this winter 2026, and that is matching your tights to your shoes. Check out this inspiration. It is just too cool. There is no way you can mess this up. Just make sure that it's a good match, and I definitely recommend with something like this to make sure it stays unexpected and cool. And go with an electric color. Think green, think red, blue even, and have fun with it. And I would say if you did go neutral, stick with, let's say, grays or brown, and stay away from black, because that just goes to outdated workwear, and that's not what we want. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. As always, I have so much fun making these videos and talking all things fashion. It's truly what I love. And let me know in the comments if there are any trends that I missed, or ones that you've been seeing that you really love or that you're going to be trying this season. And one that I didn't mention, but honestly, is because I am not the biggest fan. I'm a little bit skeptical of this one, and that is gray tights. So I'm just going to pop that here just so that I can do my due diligence of keeping it all in here. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure, so many of you guys watch these videos, and I want you guys all to become a part of our community. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so that we can hang out every week. I put out videos every Wednesday, and I might be adding a few more surprise videos. And if you keep up with my shorts, I release those weekly too on Fridays. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, chat soon.